Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. The missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on Peachy Tea Time. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Time. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time, yeah, yeah. Peachy Tea Time.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. What's good, y'all? What's good in your city, baby? Everything okay over here on my block, okay? But tonight is an Avatar night, y'all. It's been a long, rough, hard day. It's an Avatar. So, before we get into these few clips that I have, because I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow too and do another show, a part two to tonight. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I got a lot going on right now. So one day I'll be able to tell y'all everything. I promise. I promise. As you can see, I probably sound different because I'm not by using my mics and all that stuff. Pooley wanted to continue to watch the game, so I has decided to go ahead and let him watch the game. My husband, he been working so hard. It's like our roles has reversed and a lot of different things. Again, I'll let y'all know all the details really, really soon. But before we get into this crime, y'all, I have to show y'all this video. Shout out to Jamil Hill. Shout out to her. When I tell y'all this video was so funny, we all want to quit our jobs one day, except for me. I don't want to quit my job. I love my job. God has blessed me with something that I love to do. Peachy Tea Time and my full-time job that I have. But I remember when I wanted to quit my job. And baby, when I tell you, I always said if I quit my job, I want to go out with a shebang. I want to go out with a shebang. Okay. So watch this video right now, y'all. Y'all gonna, it's funny to me. Explicit language, explicit language, explicit language. I can't say this enough. Explicit language. Here we go. Hold on, let me
Bitch,
see
watch
what you
this.
got. What a way to start the show.
Bitch, fuck progress. I just want to say, fuck Sylvia. Fuck Naomi with y'all bald-headed ass, dirty ass bitches. Y'all be treating people any type of motherfucking way. Y'all got me fucked up and everybody else in this bitch. If y'all want somebody to respect y'all, learn how to respect y'all motherfucking employees. Fuck all you bitches. Fuck Latasha. Fuck Naomi. Fuck Arlisha. Fuck all you bitches. Y'all all unfair as fuck. And if you work at Coast, don't even think about working at this motherfucker because they don't give a fuck about you. The fuck? If you a motherfucking manager, you can do whatever you want, Sylvia. Get a new wig, bitch. The fuck? I'll fuck up this whole motherfucking store. Y'all got me fucked up. Bitch, I will.
Let's run that back one more again, because this is something I want to
Bitch,
say
watch
about
this.
this. We're just gonna run a beat.
Bitch, fuck progress. I just want to say, fuck Sylvia. Fuck Naomi with y'all bald-headed ass, dirty ass bitches. Y'all be treating people any type of motherfucking way. Y'all got me fucked up and everybody else in this bitch. If y'all want somebody to respect y'all, learn how to respect y'all motherfucking employees. Fuck all you bitches. Fuck Latasha. Fuck Naomi. Fuck Arlisha. Fuck all you bitches. Y'all all unfair as fuck. And if you work at Coast, don't even think about working at this motherfucker because they don't give a fuck about you. The fuck? If you a motherfucking manager, you can do whatever you want, Sylvia. Get a new wig, bitch. The fuck? I'll fuck up this whole motherfucking store. Y'all got me fucked up.
All right. At this point, I am convinced that Sylvia has told her, I can do what I want to do. I am the manager. Y'all know when they get that high pedestal to us, the little employee, just because they got a supervisor position, we feel like, well, I guess you can talk to us any type of way now. Which that is not the case. You don't let nobody talk to you any type of way. That's what you ain't gonna do. You know? But if you need your job, you need your job. You need your job, you need your job. I'm just saying. So shout out to that young lady. I don't know if that was the smartest thing for her to do, but hey, she did it. She did it. She didn't give no F's at all. Hey, Miss Joyce. I hope you're watching, Miss Joyce. If you are, love you, girl. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. All right, y'all. We are about to get started with our show for tonight. It will not be a long show at all because I started late. So again, it will not be a long show at all because I started late. But there are a few things that I do want to discuss. I do want to talk about. Let's get some shout outs right quick first. Shout out to Marilyn Jones. Hey, Marilyn Jones. Linda Simpson. Hey, Linda. Marcella. Tiffany Miller. Who is Kimberly Ann. Janet Tillman. Lisa Howard. Hi, ladies. Althea, I love that name. Althea Seahorn, Janet Tillman, and Sharon Jones. I'm sorry, I'm messing it up. Sharon Jones. And there's so much more out there watching, but we gotta get this show started. We gotta get started. Um, we're gonna start with this young lady here in Georgia. It looks like it was in Douglasville. She was shot and killed by her husband. Yeah, by her husband outside their home. And there was a little special twist to this that would have you wondering, like, what in the world? Yeah, yeah, what in the world moment. Okay. Definitely a what in the world moment. Hold on, let me bring this down. Cause this ain't it. Let's see. Okay. So let's go, y'all. This one, like I said, in Douglasville, Georgia, such a sad situation, y'all. Domestic violence is real. And we actually have a domestic violence show coming up this Wednesday, y'all. This Wednesday. I will be showing y'all the flyer in a few. But the show that's coming up this Wednesday, I assure you, you do not. When I say you do not want to miss it. Okay? I promise you, you don't. I'll give you more details on the show in a little bit. But first, let's go to this video. Here we go.
Now at 10, a Douglasville woman was shot and killed late last night, and police accuse her husband of pulling the trigger. Well, tonight her daughters are working on keeping her memory alive on what would have been the day that she opened a brand new hair salon. Atlanta News First Niamani Watson is live tonight at the Douglasville Police Department. And Niamani, I know you spoke with her daughters.
Hey, Anjanette Shaker.
I did, as you mentioned, Sabrina Willis's daughters say their mother had planned a grand reopening of her hair salon for today. Now, despite what happened last night, they decided not to cancel the event. They say they want to keep her business running to honor their mother, rather.
This was something she was really looking forward to.
Less than 24 hours after their mother was killed, Sabrina Willis's daughters held a grand opening of her salon, the Groomsmen of Atlanta Barbershop.
My mama put her blood, sweat, and tears into this business.
Sabrina has had the shop on Fairburn Road since 2009 and wanted to hold a grand opening after revamping it. Friends and loyal customers coming out to show their support for the business and her daughters.
She was a loving person. She showed up for other people, so they're going to show up for her.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says Sabrina was shot and killed by her husband, Volante Walker, outside a home on Little Brook Way Saturday night. When police arrived, they say Walker had a gun. Police say Walker was shot by an officer after pointing the gun at them. He was taken to the hospital. One of Sabrina's daughters, Anisha Nixit, was at the home when it happened.
I couldn't do anything. He could have took me with her. So as much as I wanted to save my mama, I'm happy I'm still here with all my sisters.
Though Sabrina is not here to see the moment she's been planning months for. Her daughters are making sure she's remembered not by how she died, but for her passion and impact in the community.
This really helped keep us going today because this was a tough day for us. So
yeah,
we appreciate it. This is what she would have wanted.
Sabrina's birthday is also today. She would have turned 57. Live in Douglasville, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.
All right, y'all. That's a sad situation. The day that they aired the broadcast, like she said, was her birthday just as well. The daughter. She said that she couldn't help her mom. And if she did go out there and help, there's a possibility she would have been gone just as well. And she said she was glad and she was happy that she's able to still be here with her sisters. So with that being said, my heart goes out to the family. Yes, Anjanette said that is awful. It is, Anjanette. How you doing, boo? It's been so long, Anjanette, guys. It's been so long. But yeah, it's very unfortunate that this happened. And it's also very unfortunate that this young lady got to live with this for the rest of her life. That her mom was murdered, at the same time that she was there at home. And it was nothing she could do to help. Because like she said, he could have taken out both of them just as well. Some people would beg to differ to say, hey, you going to take my mom out, you might as well take me out too. You take my kids out, you might as well take me out too. But at the end of the day, you don't know what you would do in the moment. You just don't know what you would do in the moment. So, with that being said, she said, I'm good. How are you? And I am wonderful. I cannot complain at all. I cannot complain. God has truly been good. So, but thank you so much. And thank you for checking in on me. I appreciate it, girl. So this is what I want to know. Have y'all heard about the young lady in Vallejo? She was found in the attic. She was found in the attic of a home, and the police has found her there. I do have a couple clips on it, so let's go ahead and get started with the first clip. It was in Vallejo, so let me pull it up. It looked like it could. I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna even say it. I'm not gonna say it because we don't know. Y'all know sometimes I just say some things just to be saying some things. I don't know if y'all want to be like, oh, that's what you was gonna say. I don't know. I don't know. So let's go ahead and hit play on the video. Here we go.
Memorial sits outside the Vallejo home near 14th Street and Star Avenue, where police found the body of 28-year-old Renia Lewis hidden inside a detached unit in the backyard.
She was concealed in a space that led to the attic.
Family members tell KTVU the victim had been dismembered.
This was a horrific crime. Not only did this bring pain to the family, it brought pain to the community.
It's a shock to the whole community of Vallejo.
Well-wishers dropped off flowers in memory of the woman who was the subject of an intense search and ebony alert. Hope turned to despair when police found her with the help of her family who had pinged her phone.
It's really sad to know that she has family and friends that really, came together. Like, they really loved that girl enough to do the footwork on their own to try to find out where she was.
Police arrested 41-year-old Douglas Irwin Shaw, a father of two girls, at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo, where he works. He was booked on suspicion of murder. Lewis's heartbroken mother, Terry, was at the scene when police found her daughter's body on Tuesday. She spoke to KTVU by phone on Wednesday.
This is unreal. This is unreal. And I would never see my daughter again because of this monster.
She and police confirmed the two were not a couple and may have met only recently.
She was a grown woman. What choices she made was on her. I still love her, no matter what. I love all my children, no matter what they're doing, good or bad.
I spoke to a former girlfriend of the suspect, whom she met when they both worked at Six Flags. She and her father told me he was a narcissist who thought everyone else was wrong. This woman got a restraining order against him in 2023 because of his threats. Terry Lewis says the suspect is in jail where he belongs.
He needs to get life so he can sit there and suffer.
Now, Renia would have turned 29 on Monday. The Solano County DA's office will review this case as far as formal charges. One last note, Six Flags tells me they did do a complete background check on their worker and that their thoughts are with Renia's family. Live in Vallejo, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Henry, thank you.
All right, y'all. I am back. This is a Avatar night. I just don't feel like getting myself all dialed up tonight. And y'all know, if I'm going to come on, I'm always going to come on dialed up. Now, with that being said, what y'all think about this? The first thing that stuck out to me, well, I ain't going to say the first thing. One of the things that stuck out to me was the mother when she sat there and said, her daughter grown. She can make her own choices at this point. All that type of mess. That's bullshit. Explicit language, also allegedly. She just don't want to come out and say what we all thinking. That's basically what she don't want to do. So if you think what I'm thinking, then hey, we up in there. We know. It kind of reminded me of the story with the young lady. Dakara, is it? I think her name was Dakara. It reminded me of her situation and what she went through, and got out the car, locked the doors, double check, and everything. And before you know it, we don't know where she at. But they did, find the victim, not the victim, the suspect. They found the suspect, and they just waiting, hopefully waiting on him to confess, and hopefully he will confess. really, really soon. Really, really soon. I'm hoping and praying that is the case. I really am. Look, Anjanette said, woo child. Baby, you should wait till we get to the LSU. But we are talking about the LSU student tonight just as well. Michael, what's up? Michael Ellington. Mikhail, I'm sorry. Mikhail, I'm so sorry, Mikhail. Mikhail Ellington, which is why we all should be praying over our children regardless. Exactly. Mikhail Ellington, their family will be on this Wednesday. The Ellington family will be on this Wednesday. And when I tell y'all do not want to miss the story. I told you that we will be showing the flyer tonight as well. Please, please, please make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday for this family. I really, really look. He said, "Is Mikhail? Is Mikhail?" Yes. Isn't me? Hold on. Look, I'm telling you, I am not at my computer. He said, it's Michael. Okay. I'm not at my computer right now, so it's hard for me to see a lot of stuff. My husband want to watch the football game. He want to watch the football game. So I'm like, okay. Because when Wednesday come, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing come Wednesday. Because we will have this family on. And when I tell y'all, I know this is going to touch my heart. I know it will bring me to tears. This story is one of a kind when it comes to Peachy Tyme. I'll say that. All right. So let's go ahead, y'all. Let's get into the next clip. This is again the lady that was found. Oh no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Let's go into Tyrese, y'all. So y'all know Tyrese had. You may not know, because Tyrese is here in Georgia, and Tyrese is had a warrant out for his arrest. Yes, the actor, the crybaby, whatever y'all want to call him. Hey, TBZ. TBZ says salute. Salute in the building, baby. I don't know for people that's out of town. For the people that's out of town, I don't know if y'all know this, but they had a warrant out for Tyrese arrest. Now, if you are watching and you are from out of town and you just heard me say that they had an arrest for Tyrese, the singer, here in Georgia, if you did not hear anything about this, please put it in the chat right now. Please put it in the chat right now if you have no idea what I am talking about when I said that they had a warrant out for Tyrese, the singer. Anjanette said, I was wondering if that story was real or not. Which story? The story that I just showed. I'm sorry. Hey Amber, how are you, boo? Is it Tyrese? The Tyrese story? Is you talking about that? Baby, if you are talking about that, Anjanette, it was real as real can get. Baby, when I tell you, every time I got in the car, seemed like, and did my driving and everything, when I tell you they were talking about Tyrese. Yep. Yes, Anjanette, it is definitely real. It is definitely real. And let me tell y'all something. Since I got y'all on here, because I wasn't even gonna speak on it, because you know how they say back in the day, what goes on in the house stays in the house. Sometimes some of these stories here in Georgia, that's how I be looking at it. Like, is it worth bringing the Peachy Tea Time where everybody in the United States could possibly hear about it? Or should I just keep it to myself and talk about other things that's worth talking about? Baby, when I tell y'all, how can I say this without offending anybody? Some of these pastors ain't worth shit. Lord, please forgive me if I said something wrong. Please forgive me. So the minute they broke it out here in Georgia on the radio that Tyrese had a warrant out for his arrest, well, that they was looking for Tyrese. And they told us the reason why, which was because Tyrese had dogs in his community. And I'm going to play the video. But Tyrese had some dogs in his community, y'all. They said that they were four. Not one, not two, not three, but four. 4 vicious dogs. Now, I am not a dog lover. I'm telling y'all that now. Do I have a dog? Yes. Have a dog that will probably try to tear your neck off. But I do have a dog. His name's Chewy. And no, go figure. Anyway. I am one of the people that just open up the door and let my dog out. But Chewy know not to go out the yard. Now, do Chewy go out the yard sometimes? Yes, I don't know why, but sometimes Chewy, I done went and got him from down the street. But it's very, very rare that happens, okay? Baby, Tyrese 4 big dogs. They probably was bigger than pit bulls. Them dogs, and they was very vicious, done killed somebody else's dog. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Again, I hope y'all don't take offense to this when I say this. But thank God it was somebody else's dog versus somebody else's child. Okay? Somebody else's grandma, somebody else's auntie. You know? So I thank God for that. But baby, let me tell you about these pastors. When they announced here in Georgia that Tyrese was they was looking for Tyrese, and they about to lock his black ass up if he don't turn himself in. When all that was going on, why I go on my Instagram page and be honest with y'all. All I know how to do is be honest with y'all. I goes on my Instagram page and I see Pastor John Gray. Do y'all know who Pastor John Gray is? Pastor John Gray has been on TV. Pastor John Gray, if I'm not mistaken, has supposedly, per Tasha K, cheated on his wife. So I'm finna show y'all who Pastor John Gray is. Here his, anyways, I'm not gonna even say that. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay. So I'm finna show y'all. Dang, I'm gonna have to get, okay, it's right here. So this is Pastor John Gray. Pastor John Gray. Pastor John Gray has a wife. Where am I at? Oh, okay. Pastor Gray has a wife. I can never remember how to pronounce her name. This is Pastor John Gray. Pastor John Gray has been on TV. He's had his own reality show. That's how I got the chance to know him. Didn't know him before. Didn't know nothing about him. And apparently, he supposedly had cheated on his wife, and Tasha K brought it to the forefront. Allegedly, okay? So y'all see that's what he looks like. Baby, when I tell you, once they done put all this out about Tyrese, let's go ahead and play this video first. I'm going to go and play the video first, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Pastor Gray. Oh, I almost said something. Lord, get these thoughts out of my head about Pastor John Gray. I don't want to say the wrong thing about Pastor John Gray, but let me play this. Here we go.
Right now, we are working to learn when Tyrese Gibson will appear in court after he was charged with animal cruelty.
That's right. It's a case that we've been following for some time now. It all stems from an incident in which his dogs were accused of killing another dog in a Buckhead neighborhood. 11 Live's Joe Ripley joining us live. Joe, Tyrese, he made a brief appearance this morning. What did you see?
That's right, Faith. In fact, Fulton County officials say Tyrese turned himself in to Fulton County Jail around 6 o'clock this morning. He did post $20,000 bond, so he's no longer at the Fulton County Jail. Tonight, though, he is charged with misdemeanor animal cruelty. Take a look here at his mugshot. from this morning. Warrants say the actor knowingly and intentionally caused physical pain, suffering, and death to an animal by allowing his 4 cane corso dogs to run around the neighborhood more than 5 times in the last 5 months. 2 weeks ago, police say the dogs killed a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel named Henry. Warrants state Henry had broken ribs and severe internal bleeding. Take a look now at Ring doorbell video obtained by 11 Alive this week. It shows the 4 cane corsos barking and growling in that neighborhood just minutes before Henry was attacked. We've learned the dogs will be relocated to a home in Middle Georgia, but Henry's owner says in all this, he's devastated over his loss.
He and I were just best friends. I raised him from a little puppy. I want justice for my dog. But more importantly, I just don't want this to happen again.
And tonight, Tyrese's attorney tells 11 Alive the actor does send his deepest condolences and that the actor is cooperating fully with police. Right now, we're still working to learn when Tyrese may make his appearance in court. For now, we are live here in Atlanta. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Okay, I don't think all that is necessary, but hey, who am I? I'm just a little fish in the sea when it comes to this type of things. That's all I'm gonna say. Anjanette says, see, I need 2 cane corso. Break in if you want to. I ain't got to use my pistol. I ain't got to use my musketeer at all. All I gotta do is sick corso on you. Corso will kill you. But rest in peace to the dog. I mean, is that what we say, Anjanette? Do we say rest in peace to the dog? Do we just say our condolences to the fam? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It ain't funny. I'm not laughing that the dog got mauled and ate up or whatever they did to this dog. I am not condoning that at all. I just feel like, why is all this necessary? Like, why am I even playing this on Peachy Tyme? Like, did this have to go on the news? Did this have to go on the news? Like, that could have been somebody else's slot that done lost a child, lost their mama, their cousin, auntie, brother. But instead, y'all gonna put this mess on here. So, let me tell you about Pastor John Gray, y'all. Let me tell you that. So, Pastor John Gray, he decided that when everything was getting all a little extra, I'll say that, a little extra, he decided to call Tyrese and do a live with him, knowing that these people is looking for him. He goes on and do a whole live. They think that they talked about where he was at, what's going on with the cat, none of that. And allegedly, Tyrese was in Dubai when everybody was looking for him. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. So let's go ahead and get into some more clips. Let's go ahead and get into the Lacey. This video is 3 minutes long, so it will sum up a lot of questions. Not a lot of questions, but just a lot of things, period. So I am going to go ahead and play this. I really, really hope that you all get something out of this story. This was very, 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 I can't express it enough. Very, what's the word I want to use? I had it on my brain. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm sleepy. But this is, let's just go ahead and play it. Let's just go ahead and play it. There's some more things that I do want to play that go along with this story that was sent to me on today. But we have to very much so tread lightly, y'all. We got to tread lightly. So here we go. Let me make sure I got it pulled up. Nope, I don't have it pulled up on the screen. All right. For those that is not aware, this young man was out driving on this particular night, and let's go back. He had accident. Let's play the clip. Let's do that. Let's play the clip and then I'll go into details, but this might tell it all. Here we go.
That's right. So Kyron Lacey's attorney says that he looked at every piece of evidence, including surveillance video, body cam footage, and the investigative report by the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's Office. During that interview shared with us by Homa TV, the attorney says reports between the District Attorney's Office and state police do not add up. During a recent interview on Homa TV, former LSU football star Kyron Lacey's attorney, Matt Ory, says data and surveillance video shows Lacey was more than 70 yards away from a collision on State Highway 20 in Lafourche Parish that killed 78-year-old Herman Hall in December of 2024.
At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards.
Y'all see that?
Behind the vehicles at the time of impact.
Following that wreck, Lacey was accused of being at fault for the crash and turned himself in to state police in January on counts of negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation of a vehicle. At the time of his arrest, Louisiana State Police stated that Lacey, who was driving a green Dodge Charger, illegally passed multiple vehicles, causing a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction to avoid Lacey by swerving and crashing head-on into the vehicle that Herman Hall was a passenger in. Ory says Lacey was too far away to have any effect on the crash.
Kyron Lacey did in fact pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyron Lacey passed 4 cars. However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall.
In a statement sent to WWL Friday night, Louisiana State Police said in response to the Homa TV interview in part, investigative findings revealed that Mr. Lacey's reckless driving while approaching oncoming traffic led to the events of the crash.
The very last line of the report from the District Attorney's Office says the evidence submitted in the crash report does not support that Kyron Lacey should have known that his actions were the cause of the crash that happened approximately 72 yards in front of him.
Ory suggests a state trooper was trying to influence one witness on how to describe the crash. But during that exchange, the witness involved in the crash can be heard blaming another driver who is not Lacey before the state trooper redirects the conversation to Lacey's Charger.
That lady in the back of me, she didn't know what was happening. That's how she called that wreck. She was running in the back of me.
So, but the Charger was coming right at you, correct? And that's why you had to slam on your brake, the head on with you. So, yeah, just make sure you include that, and that's very important.
Lacey, one of LSU's top wide receivers set to enter this year's NFL draft, took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound in April.
To this day, formal charges were never accepted by the district attorney. This is over. There's no criminal proceeding.
Done.
This is about making a promise to a kid who begged you to help him.
And we are waiting for a response after reaching out to the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's Office about the investigation and that Homa TV interview. We also reached out to Matt Ory's office, and we are waiting for a response from him as well. Whitney?
Well. We're going to revisit this story because we need to talk about this story when y'all can see me. When y'all can see me, we need to talk about this story. This was so unfortunate. He is not here. Kyron is not here to see that the truth has finally came out. They were going to try to put this little boy under the jail, I believe. It's sad. It's very, very sad that you have, I'm sure, adults that's older than him work. This is just crazy. I don't know about y'all, but this is crazy to me. You know, I'm trying my best to watch what I say because y'all know me. Y'all know me. Ain't no telling what I come out and say. So I'm just going to tread lightly. Tread lightly on this one. It really, really broke my heart that they would sit there. They would sit there and try their best to convince us and tell us that he did this. And we believed it. You know what I'm saying? We believed it. And we believed it because all we could go off of is what we saw. Well, not even what we saw because we didn't see anything. but what we heard, and all we could do is believe what they say. My heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to the family. So much. I know they are over there completely devastated right now. Completely. They were going to throw the book at him. Yes, they was. And this young man, y'all, for those that don't know, this young man went to LSU and he was about to be picked for the draft. He was about to be picked for the draft. I don't know if they took that opportunity away from him or not. I think some people say they did, some people say they didn't. But he got into it with his mom and his dad, or got into it with somebody at his house. I say that allegedly. Got into it with some people at his house. Could be his parents, could not be. I don't know. But he left angry. And when he left angry, from what they say, the streets be talking. But from what they say, he ended up getting into a car chase with the police. And then the police said that he committed suicide. That's what the police said. Now, with all this being done, and people being sneaky, don't want to show us the video, a whole year done passed, all this stuff before we now see this video. This boy is no longer here, and we now see this video. So I don't know if I can believe that he even committed. How we know that the police didn't do it and trying to cover it up and say this is what has happened? Maybe they knew this video was going to eventually come out. And it's crazy, y'all, because this boy, from what they say, ended his life on my birthday, April 12th, 2025. And Kyrie knew it. And he said to himself, he would rather take himself out before the system do it. Anjanette, I'm telling you, something ain't sitting well in my spirit. I'm thinking this boy didn't even do it. They found out of this, that boy. We can go in there and take him out right now. Ain't nobody gonna know. Crazy. Crazy. We're gonna revisit this story again because there is some more clips that I do have. I just can't bring them up right now. But it is some more stuff that I definitely want to show y'all on this story. So I'm gonna probably bring it back on Friday. All right, I'll bring it back on Friday. So let's go ahead and get into our next video. And then I'm gonna be going to bed, y'all, because I'm tired. Oh no, we don't want to see this video. Hold on. Hold on. That's a 7 minutes. Whatever. Look, whatever. And y'all know I usually have all my videos together and everything. I don't have to go and look at certain things and all that. So let's go ahead, y'all, and look at this video. Two parents. They have been charged in the death of their 2-month-old child. 2-month-old child, y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's check this video out. I just don't trust people. I really don't when it comes to stuff like this. So here we go.
Now to a story where a 2-month-old child has died. A local man and woman are facing charges in the death of the 2-month-old, and it all happened in September of 2024. Leslie Delaspore spoke to the prosecutor in the case. Leslie, what did they have to say?
Yeah, Rashi, that's right. I was in court this morning, and the father is facing capital murder charges, and the mother is facing charges of injury to a child. But here's a quick recap of what happened in court. Now, 27-year-old Damari Alston came before a judge today alongside his attorney to discuss his bond and conditions. The prosecution went over the probable cause and read details about the case, such as the child's injuries, findings from a CPS investigation, questionable text messages between the parents, and deleted search history from the father's phone. Now, the judge set a bond at $2 million for the dad, and he was told he cannot have any contact with children, including his older child, who was a toddler. Now, as far as the mom, her bond was set at $250,000, and she did not make an appearance in the courtroom, but her attorney was present. And we did speak with the prosecutor after. Here's what she had to say.
There's already a CPS investigation going on originally where the child had been injured at 10 days old. And so then these injuries occurred when the baby was 2 months old. And so due to the fact that they weren't following court conditions that were already in place and his lack of ties to the community, we felt that the bond needed to be high. They were having unsupervised contact with the baby and not following the court conditions that had been in place previously. And then ultimately the baby was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. The bond of the father remained at $2 million, and then the mother's bond, Trinity Perez, is at $250,000. Obviously, they are also given, if they were to make bond, a long list of conditions, including house arrest, no contact with children under the age of 17, remain in Harris County, things like that. We believe that the father actually committed the offense of capital murder where he caused the injuries to the child. And then injury to by omission is, as a mother, we have a duty and an obligation to protect our children, to seek adequate medical treatment for them when they are injured. And so we believe she did not uphold that duty, and the father caused injuries. And there were text messages and searches that indicated that there had been ongoing abuse of the baby. Now, the baby was only 67 days old, and so there's only so much time that could pass. But throughout that time, their relationship with the mom and the dad showed that the child had been being injured multiple times. We knew about the incident when he was 10 days old, already having broken bones. You know, if babies are moving, they shouldn't have any bruises, bumps, or broken bones, certainly. They'll have additional court settings. Eventually, the cases will be presented to a grand jury, and then a grand jury will decide whether to true bill or no bill the cases, and then we'll continue through the court process.
Now, loved ones of the defendants were in court today, and we did try to speak with them after the hearing, but they did decline a chance to speak out with us. Reporting live in downtown Houston, Leslie Dellis for Fox 26 News.
All right, I got a problem. Lock her up too. That's the only issue that I have. That's the only problem that I have. Lock her up too. It's that simple. Lock her up too. They both need to be locked up, if you ask me. Both of them. And I pray when they lock her up, they throw away the key. That's just my personal opinion. All right. Let's move right along, y'all. And matter of fact, let's go into this commercial break. When we come back from our commercial break, we got one more clip left. So here go our commercial. Hey y'all, it's your girl the Missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Time. And it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo. Unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Monday, okay? Each and every Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to watch the other shows too. On Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And on Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, but we got to head on back to this show, okay? Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Bye. We out. Bye. We out. I sound just like that lady up there with that. I don't know what color that was in my hair. I have no idea what color that was, y'all. I have no idea. All right, y'all. We are about to come to our last video for the night. Um, let's go to this video. Now, this would be a reaction video for me because I did not get the chance to see this video. Um, the girl, I'm gonna be honest with you, she just looked a little spooky to me, and I said, "Well, hell, why not watch it? Well, not watch it, but why not show it on the show?" Again, I did not get the chance to hear this video, so we will all be watching it for the first time together. Here we go.
Well, now to a story which is just so disturbing. So this is happening in the town of Porter, which is in just north of Houston. And we have our Jillian Hartman there. So we found out in Brazoria County, 2 children, 2 other people are dead. And apparently the mother might be in charge. And Jillian, I know the town of Porter is very small. I don't know if people may know who this mother is, who's allegedly responsible possibly for this.
Well, I just talked to a neighbor. She says she has seen the kids before, and she says this is just tragic and shocking. This is a heartbreaking story. A mother is accused of shooting her 4 kids, and 2 of them died. And we learned that the family lived in this home here behind me in Porter, Montgomery County. Now, authorities arrested this mother. Take a look here. 31-year-old Onita Romulus. She allegedly shot her 4 kids over the weekend. 2 of them were killed. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office said just before 5 a.m. Saturday, she called 911 from a Shell gas station in Angleton and said to come to her location. Now, when deputies arrived, they found 4 children shot inside the car. Now, Anita's 13-year-old son and 4-year-old daughter died from their injuries. Her 8-year-old son and 9-year-old daughter were then life-flighted to a local hospital, and we're told at last check they are in stable condition. Investigators believe the shooting happened inside the car, but are still working to determine exactly where it happened. Now, authorities called this a senseless tragedy. At this time, Romulus is in the Brazoria County Jail with a $14 million bond. We did learn some disturbing new details in the last 30 minutes. According to court documents, when she was questioned by authorities, she said her children were dead to her and they were with the devil. Now, we did talk to a neighbor who said that she knew the kids. She saw them many times before. She's never spoken or seen the mother, but said that nothing seemed suspicious. Take a listen.
We didn't know anything about the lady, but as for the 13-year-old boy and then his little sister, he was very sweet. We would see him in the afternoons because we would sit out in the afternoon, and we would see him going to get her from the daycare and bringing her back and taking care of her. We didn't know anything about the other 2 kids, and when we heard it, I couldn't believe it, and I'm still in shock.
Now, that neighbor also told me that she saw detectives and deputies at the house here after that shooting occurred. And we also learned that the mother has been charged in a different state in Georgia with 3 misdemeanors, including driving under the influence of drugs.
Don't
now,
be coming down here, Miss Lady.
Department of Family Protective Services, and they tell us they are investigating this incident. Back to you.
No. I am in disagreement. Don't come down here, Miss Lady. You know what I'm saying? Do not come down here. Because in Georgia, we don't play down here either. This is sad. You gonna talk about the kids are the devil. The same kids that you done birthed. Not all of a sudden. You know what? I ain't even gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But, yes I am. Sometimes some of you women get so angry and so upset that these baby daddies don't want to care for their kids, take care of them, take them to the store, take them to the carnival, take them to the fair, take them wherever they got you want them to take them to, just to give you a break. I understand what breaks mean. I really do. But at the end of the day, when you lay down and have kids, somebody got to take care of them. Everybody's kids cannot be put into child protective services and defects. They just can't. They just can't. Not everybody, child. Let me stop while I'm here, because I'm not trying to offend nobody at all. Again, let me stop while I'm ahead, because I'm not trying to offend nobody at all. We're gonna show one more. Is this a video? Here's a video. We just gotta wait for the little commercial thing to go off. It looks like it's almost off. I can go ahead and share my screen right now. Here it is. It's still going. There goes the young lady right there. Let me hit them.
Starts now.
I will never heal. I will never be the same. But I can't process because we're not getting justice. And it appears that nobody cares.
Another visit to the Shelby County Attorney's Office left one family still searching for justice.
5 years have passed, and there are still no answers in the murder of Kiera McNeil. Tonight, her mother is speaking for the first time since that news conference.
Fox 15's Sierra Jordan joins us live in Cordova. Sierra, this family has waited just a long time for some answers.
Darcy, for Kiera McNeil's mother and family, the last 5 years have just been filled with pain. And on what would have been her daughter's heavenly birthday, she was called to the DA's office hoping for answers. Instead, she left there in tears and with even more questions.
I'm not depending on Steve Mulroy because I know I'm going to get justice.
It's been 5 long years since Tanya Kerr's daughter, 32-year-old Kiera McNeil, who was pregnant at the time, was shot and killed outside of Walgreens in Cordova.
One bullet did hit her leg, but all the bullets were in the stomach. And the sad part is, one of the bullets hit the baby in the head.
Officers arrested her ex-boyfriend, Kevin McKinney, for her murder, but those charges were later dismissed. Since the tragedy, Kerr has spent 5 years going back and forth to the Shelby County District Attorney's Office, desperate for answers.
We've had 7 different lieutenants or detectives on the case. We can't, every time one tell me, oh, we're close, Ms. Kerr, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, nothing is done.
Last week, Kerr thought she was finally getting the update she prayed for. She saw on Fox 13 there would be a press conference, hoping it meant a break in the case.
I knew nothing of the press conference.
Let me make this bigger because I really want y'all to hear this part. Let me rewind it. I really want y'all to hear this so y'all can see how they do us. Here we go.
Or detectives on the case. We can't, every time one tell me, oh, we're close, Ms. Kerr, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, nothing is done.
Last week, Kerr thought she was finally getting the update she prayed for. She saw on Fox 13 there would be a press conference, hoping it meant a break in the case.
I knew nothing of the press conference. I said, okay, so we were getting excited saying, okay, there's a break in the case. Maybe he's gonna tell us at 2:30 and then go for this press conference. That's not what happened.
Instead, Kerr says DA Steve Mulroy told her the case was being used as part of the Day of Remembrance. During that press conference, Mulroy says witnesses were being re-interviewed, though some refused to cooperate. Kerr says that statement left her confused and hurt.
I'm like, you never talked to one person. We had a witness that actually saw it and identified this person in a lineup. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how can you just stand here and say these things? And they're not true. And then you didn't know her name.
I reached out to DA's office about notifying the family about case updates. They did send us this statement. Well, they sent us the same statement from last week that reads, "We recognize the family's frustration. It's understandable for a family seeking justice for so long. We'll continue to follow whatever leads we can to get enough evidence to prosecute this case. The important thing now is to send the message that anyone with information about this case should please come forward so we can get justice for Kiera McNeil."
Wow. This is a statement. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to see if that's it. But that is the statement. Yeah, you're right. The family is very upset. I'm upset too, because we all need to stick together. So yes, I'm upset too. I am trying to find this family to see that if we can get the family on to Peachy Tea Time just as well, to give them some exposure to this case because it's so unfortunate. So unfortunate that, like she said, people act like they just don't care. Like I can see them right now talking about some what's the gender? I mean not the gender. What's the nationality? They black. Oh, give them a Remembrance Day. They'll be happy with that. Give them anything. They'll be happy with it. No, we're not gonna be happy with anything. Is you gonna be happy with anything when some stuff go down with your doggone family? No, you're not. Not at all. Whew. Yeah, I be trying not to get all extra punk and stuff, but these folks be making me mad. They be making me so mad. Well, y'all, we is out of here for tonight. Because when I tell y'all I'm tired, I'm tired. Here is the flyer. Here is the flyer for tomorrow night. When I tell y'all, not tomorrow night, Wednesday night. When I tell y'all, this is something that you do not. When I say do not, you do not want to miss. Again, you do not want to miss this show on Wednesday. You do not. We will have the mom and the father on Peachy Tea Time, which is very rare. Very rare that we have mom and dads on here. And I just really hope that y'all come back, watch the show, tune in, because I assure you, you're not going to be happy with this. You're not going to be happy. All right? Well, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry that it was a short show, and I'm also sorry that it was late. But Wednesday, we will be on time, 9 o'clock. As long as we don't have no issues as far as the family logging in and everything. And we do have it set up to where they come 15 minutes early. So hopefully, everything turns out. If so, baby, it's up from here. And I'm going to need y'all fingers to be working. And what you mean fingers to be working? To hit that share button. Because everybody needs to see this story on Wednesday. Everybody. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. And we are out of here. And you already know what you got to do. You already know. Listen to my babies.